Good morning, everybody. Jack Leeson with StartupTrading.com. It is 9:10 here on the 4th of February, and the title of the video is Will Overnight Lows Hold? So we'll take a look here at these indexes. Those are some pretty deep pullbacks we had on the back of some retaliatory tariffs from China, and as was Terry said, we were going to have a conversation with Donald and Xi Jinping, I assume, later in the day get released, and that for sure will be a market mover. I don't know what time it is. I'm not sure if Perry knows, or I know he said it was unscheduled, but if I even have an idea of when that call is, maybe somebody could find out. But last night we ended up running all the way down into this full halfway back long from what was the Sunday night open to the 6 o'clock open. Now, yesterday, I actually want to back out here to the daily chart. We ran all the way up into, and I really wasn't expecting us to get there yesterday, the full halfway back short from what is the highs of this year to the most recent low. That's where I came up with that premium level. And that's going to continue to be a battle zone, I think, for the markets until this consolidation resolves, which is we've been sold into that 78. We came down, we retested supports, and we're still battling on this 50, and we may be for quite some time. But that is where we sold off from yesterday. I'm going to leave that resistance level as my premium for today, and my discount is going to be that full halfway back long that traded in the overnight session. Those are going to be those high probability setups that lead for big moves. And you can, I mean, gosh, once we ran into this premium level yesterday, it took all day to get there, but once we did, we dropped what, 300 points or 100, I don't know, 100, 200, yeah, 300 points from those highs down into support. And then Perry had mentioned there was some single prints yesterday, and those singles are that this box here. My code shows it, but Perry mentioned I'm just going to mark up the top of this code with the dash blue line here for the day. But Perry was talking about that being a pivotal point of support, and I'm in agreement with him. But right now, I'm just looking at the outer edges of this situation. Now, yesterday, we did end up holding the overnight low to that morning high. We took out the London sessions highs, then we took out the London session lows. Right now, we've taken out the London session highs here in the morning so far. I would love to actually see us take out this 330 low. This low happened before the London Open, but if we could take out the lows here, or at least retest them, I'd love to see longs develop from that level. Otherwise, we could probably rally up back into that prior day's high and those resistance before finding anything major. I'm not interested in any continuation series right now here, but I will draw what is I consider the next measurement for this 4:30 a.m. low to high if we run up into that targets, because if we hit that target, I'll be looking for a fade back down into the range unless we're just ripping on internals, which I don't think is going to happen before that Trump Xi Jinping call is released. No one's going to be assuming a bunch of risk before those headlines hit. But when those headlines hit, you can guarantee we're going to complete a target, whether it be to the up or downside. We'll have to see what the setup is going into it. But that's what I have here for the NASDAQ. Really just, like I said, want to pay attention to these outer edges for good trade setups. Or if we, could begin a hard trend, I'll look for something in there right now. But at this point in time, we're going to be opening. If you look at this chart here, you have the possibility of us coming into that full halfway back long from the regular trading hours that is going to line up with single prints. So that RTH halfway back long is going to line up with single prints, and that is really the best trade location I think we could have here today, assuming it doesn't trade in the middle of tariffs getting increased on China. But outside of that, that's what I'm going to be looking for. And then moving on for the S&P 500 here, guys, I'm going to be looking at this daily chart here real quick to show you guys the full halfway back short from the highs of the 24th to the lows of the 3rd of February is where I'm going to be looking at this premium level here today. I'm going to move this up just a bit here, and that's going to be a 60.48, and then yesterday's low to the overnight high still going to be my discount. So resistance above 60.48. I'm going to be looking for support trades below 6,002 right now, and then you can also pay attention to what would that RTH halfway back be, and it's right around the same location. So not even, it's like a point difference, but we'll see what we do here off the open. You got that Jolts number at 10. Maybe that drives us lower in a retest of support, but probably not going to be looking for much before 10 o'clock. And whatever that move is before 10 o'clock, it's going to be, the 10 o'clock news event is going to be sending us one direction or the other, at least enough to stop you out or complete a shorter time frame target. But that's really all I have. Nothing too special here. There's really no continuation trend. There's just higher time frame support and resistance levels. So I'll be waiting for those, and I'll share these levels with you guys in the room and jump on the squat. Take care.